So g'day, how you going? My name is Glenn, and in today's video we're out at a basalt outcrop. So this is, well, it was originally a 14-meter high excavated outcrop, so this is not natural. This used to be an actual quarry. So we're talking about safety. So basically, roughly you take the height and you divide it by 2, and that's roughly as far away from the actual rock wall you should actually stand. And you do this when you're fossil collecting, but fossil collecting is a bit harder because a lot of the good fossils are still in the outcrop, so it's still in the cliff. But because this is basalt, it doesn't have any fossils. You can have some gems if you're into that stuff. I think this one has lots of calcium carbonate crystals, so you can find those, but they're pretty common, so they're not scarce. So as you can see, the safety of this one is because it is highly fractured. So when the actual basalt cools down, it does fracture. So a lot of these are in situ. A lot of them would have been caused probably by earth movements later on, and also weathering and erosion. But most of the weathering and erosion in this is done in the existing fractures. And also you got a lot of differential cooling. So you got a lot of massive blocks. So you got massive blocks up there, and underneath you got a lot of differential cooling. So this probably would have been different lava flows, not just one consistent lava flow. So yeah, and up the top, so we'll have a look closer up. So we're looking up the top. Up the top you got a lot of boulders that are actually sticking out. I think that one up there is sticking out about 1/2 meter. So that could actually fall down. If you ram something into the raw rock wall, then you can probably cause vibrations that can cause that to fall, or even the soil around it to fall, and that would just come down by gravity. And then you got this section here. So obviously the rock underneath has already fallen down, and that's just waiting to fall. And also you got pretty much that excavated area there that's gonna fall, and you got some people having fun. So you have a safety issue here. That's why they say keep about half the distance of the height. So if the cliff's about 100 meters high, which sometimes they can be, you keep it at least 50 meters away, because that's, if something's going to fall from 100 meters, obviously it's going to gain a lot of energy going down. So now down lower, this cliff face a little bit vertical, probably about, so not 90, probably about 80 degrees, and it's a little bit safer down below, so if they fall down, they're not going to get as much energy and actually go down too far. So, and then there's another safety issue. So as you can see, this is more slopey. This is probably about 50-degree angle. So 50-degree angle, and it's mainly just has rock, but it's mainly just soil. And this you need to be careful, because you've got the lower down slope, which seems to be unstable. So this can actually cause a landslide. So a lot of material can actually come down and fall onto you if you're standing right at the bottom. So that's another thing you need to be careful of, is a loose material, that's a loose soil, and so landslides and all that stuff, you should be quite familiar with them. Different than a rockfall. So a rockfall can actually crush you. A landslide would just bury you, so it probably won't crush you per se, but you will suffocate because of the pressure on your body. So that's what you need to be careful of when you come out to geological exposures. They can be quite dangerous. There's lots of stories in the past about people being killed going on geological excursions. Like those that visited, was it Mount St. Helens in the USA, before it exploded. A few geologists died there. Quite a few people died actually fossil hunting, trying to excavate fossils out of cliff faces like this. So, yeah, just be careful. If you're going to go fossil hunting, let people know where you're going. If you're going by yourself, or at least take another person with you. There can be a spotter or something like that. Yes, a spotter. So, if someone's looking at cliff faces, they need someone to actually look and make sure that this is actually not going to fall. So as you can see, that's quite unstable up there. It's definitely going to fall in the next few years. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope this helps you with your fossil or geological collection, or whatever you'd like to do in geology and paleontology, and take care.